Good evening and welcome to the Post Cafe Show, the art of conversation. It is where artists comes alive. The spoken word brings forth the inner creation of hidden treasure, expressing tones of lyrics felt within the soul, a vibration that rings stories untold. This platform represents artists of all backgrounds through various forms of expression, including writers, singers, spoken word artists, and those engaging in artistic expression through painting, literature, and poetry. A journey through life. Mystery seeks to bring new ideas and opportunities to the mind at all levels. Wherefore my time leaving tomorrow on the wings of yesterday, where birds fly higher than the mystery of dreams never knew. Why do mellow sounds ring silently without ever leaving memories of my lonely blues? We walk by the calls of nature, sing in harmony, pray for the love of the skies, and dance with the stars like a feminine ballerina, gazing across the stage in a soft-toed ballerina shoes. Welcome to the Artists of Poetry Cafe Show, Poetically Speaking, hosted by Terry Benjamin and Ron C. McCrae. As delighted as we are, we can't wait to embark on a new wave of presenting this platform to our audience. So, sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Now, let's get started.
Let's get started. And before we get started, we want to say that we are happy to be here and we're happy that you're out there. And just a few things before we get started. Just wanted to let you know that the engineer for this afternoon is Brother Jeff. And also, we have some well-wishers, some people who let us know that they're out there. And I want to shout out to them. And so here we go. What's going on, Mary McDowell Swindell? What's going on, Linton Robinson? What's going on, Kenneth Washington? What's going on, Sylvia Carter? What's going on, Joanne Blount? What's going on, Patricia McRae? What's going on, Yvonne Tomlinson? What's going on, Tara Branch? What's going on, Isu Canty? What's going on, Elder Leroy Shoulders Jr.? What's going on, Deborah Dozer? What's going on, Bridget King? What's going on, Pat Hughes? What's going on, Harry Mars? What's going on, Katrina Madison? What's going on, Benita Floyd Ward? What's going on, Jamal Abdullah? What's going on, Elijah Callens? What's going on, Connie Reed? What's going on, Barbara Humes? What's going on, Mac Williams? What's going on, Shauna Anderson? Again, we thank you for being out there. We thank you for being the loyal audience that you have been. And again, we appreciate it. We really appreciate it very, very much. And so we begin today with today's agenda, and that is simply next level living, the power of self-determination. Again, we say all the time, and it's true, life is what you make it. But you have to put it in your mind that you want to reach that next level, that you, as Stevie Wonder said, you want to reach that higher ground. And so when we say next level living, the power of self-determination, we want to raise you just a step higher. And the quote of the day is, meditation rejuvenates our souls, directs our thoughts to God, moderates our impulses, fine-tunes our moral conscience, and creates focus in our subconscious minds. And this is from a brother, Zuka Obi, author of the book, The 9 Power Principles for Change, a motivational guide to excellence. And this is published in 2014. Had a chance to meet this brother and actually did some work with him. But this is the book, the nine Power Principles to Change. And it says here, it is a self-help book written and designed to assist you in achieving your desire for personal wellness, greatness, and success. In this life-changing book, readers will learn how to make serious positive changes to improve, enhance, and transform their lives to achieve great success. And in the final note here, it says here, the author believes that every human being is endowed with abundant resources to achieve great things. And so again, all the success that we want for ourselves, we want twice as much for you. And so that's why we come on here to Poetically Speaking, the place for the spoken word, not just for ourselves, but for you as well. And so we welcome you in. We hope that some of the things that we have to say today will change your lives in a very positive way. And meditation is so important. There are different types of meditation. We're going to talk about those different types of meditation. We're going to do mind, body, and books, but we're also going to do music is lit. And we're going to have some songs that I think that you appreciate, because when I first heard them, they don't mean as much to me as they do now. I had to mature to actually deal with some of these ideas. And then we're going to finish the program with food for thought. And the topic in food for thought is prayer. Prayer is meditation. And my brother and I will definitely discuss that. But now we have a very special segment. It's our introductory segment that I always look forward to, because I never know what this brother's going to bring to us, okay? And you know it, and I know, and we all know if you've been watching the program, this is entitled Ron's Poetry. So, Ron, what do you have for us this afternoon?
First, I truly like to also give thanks to each and every person that you just identify who made comments and review and listen to this show. So, seriously, thank you very much. Also, there's a brother, and I forgot his name just that quick, because I know he's watching. Mm-hmm. All right, so forgive me if I see you in church next Sunday. Don't hold me accountable now. But the brother said that he not only watch it, but he enjoys the shows and the program, especially the last one that we have. And we're going to have a rerun on that one, but on a different level moving forward. So that's going to be exciting. I would say I guarantee you. Seriously.
Yes.
So before we leave, I might get just a little tiny tab of that, okay, of what to expect.
Yes.
But not enough for you to sit back and think you're going to be on board to understand where we're going.
Yes.
Which is so true. Meditation. And here, those who have the Bible, those who pray, may not pray through the Bible or the Quran or the Torah or any other book, but the bottom line, you pray. You ask God, you call God, Jesus, Moses, Imam, Elijah, Muhammad, doesn't matter, okay? But you pray. The question is, hopefully you're praying to the one upstairs and not the one downstairs. All right, no matter how you look at it.
That's a good point.
But prayer is the most important foundation of our lives. And even if you don't know exactly how much to say or what to say, just give thanks. You know, the pastor said today, just give thanks. It doesn't matter what your situation or condition is, but are you breathing? Are you living? Are you talking to us? Do you see us? Because if that's the case, then give thanks for what you have. Somebody sing this song. Who was it?
Be thankful for what you got.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Be thankful for what you got.
For what you got.
That's right.
And Jesus said, if you appreciate little, I will give you much.
That's right.
So that's all. Right. So here with that, you know, and those in the Bible that I don't have from the Torah perspective, but the bottom line is you'll find it in any book you may deem is appropriate to you.
Yes.
And so here's one, which is Thessalonians 5:17. Pray without ceasing. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Jesus concerning you. And so, as my brother said, prayer and giving thanks, meditation, because if you're not doing any meditation and you think you're praying, that means you just ignoring your own words. They're going nowhere. But you have to be sincere about what you're praying for, and you have to meditate on those things. And here's another one I want to give you from Joshua 1:8. Okay, the word says, God says, meditate on these things day and night. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. In other words, don't allow distraction to take you out of your focus. Yes, it will try all of us, not a person on the face of the earth. But what prevents distraction from penetrating your brain, your thoughts, your heart, your soul, is the fact that you constantly giving thanks to the higher power.
That's right.
Constantly. It doesn't matter if you have a hymn, if you don't know what to say, just say, Lord, 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 no matter how you look at it, come into my life, help me, save me, help me to stay focused. All of that. Because each and every moment you take yourself away from that, you allow yourself to be focused on distraction. And distraction is pulling you down to the depths of darkness. Now you're mad and crying and complaining because something didn't go right. Well, it didn't go right because you didn't do right.
That's right.
You didn't do right because you didn't listen. You didn't listen, you didn't pay attention. And if you paid attention, you listened, then you have some sense of understanding, no matter how you look at it. And here's another scripture in St. John 10:11. Any man walketh in the day stumbleth not because he sees the light of the world. But if any man walketh in the night, he stumbleth because there's no light in him. You see, think about that, and I want you to meditate on that.
Yes, please.
Is there light inside of you? Do you have a positive soul? Do you have the art of conversation within inside yourself? Are you friendly? Are you loving? Are you pay compliments? Whatever it is. Do you say, hey, brother, how you doing, sister? What's going on? All that represent the light in you. Yes. Otherwise, the negativity is all about darkness and distraction. Because now you're out here talking about somebody, you're cussing somebody else, you're mad at somebody, you're mad at the world and don't even know why.
That's right.
And you won't find the answer. So let me, here's one more. 1 Corinthians, same thing. 1 Corinthians 10:23. All things are lawful. This is a short one. But all things are not permissible. So don't think that everything you say and do is permissible. The word is saying, some things permissible, but not beneficial. Right. In other words, the things you do or say, the people you get or whatever case, but I like him or her, I want this or that and the other. Is it beneficial? Well, if it's beneficial, but it's permissible. In other words, the word is saying, yes, you can give it, but I suggest that you don't touch it. I'm not going to give you permission on that to go and do something wrong. So you have to understand the two, how they work. And this is coming from Paul. Paul wrote this, but Paul became a follower of Jesus Christ. You see, because Paul was a notorious villain. I mean, he didn't have no problem killing people. That was his job. But when he had his conversion, do you have a conversion? Meditate on that. Pray on that. Do you have a conversion? And if you do, what was that conversion? You came from the darkness of something negative to something positive, because now you become a positive person and you walk in the light. And that's what's important. Yes, so I don't want to hold up too much, but we're going to continue to move forward. I'm going to come back with you on a few other things that's important.
Again, we move along. I want to go into the second entitled Mind, Body, and Books. And just briefly, just a couple of books that I want to spotlight. The first book is a book entitled The Secret, The Power. And this is written by Rhonda Byrne, who actually wrote a book called The Secret. And The Secret is really, in essence, is the law of attraction. As you move through your journey in life, you will attract to you the people and the things and the circumstances that can take you to another level. But you have to really have a sense of gratitude and really have a sense of other people, because this is a quote from The Power. And again, and she suggests that, the best way to be happy is to be happy for other people. And I read here simply, it says here, when you feel good about anything any person has, you will bring it to you. When you feel good about the success of another person, the happiness of another person, or all the good things anyone else has, you are choosing those things from the catalog of life, and you are bringing them to yourself. And so to be happy for yourself is to be happy for others. And I began the program with telling you that today's agenda was next level living, the power of self-determination. And I began with a quotation on meditation from a brother named Zuki Obi. And he also wrote another book that I'm very familiar with, because I'm very familiar with this particular brother. And this book is entitled The Power to Excel, Reaching for Your Best. And he wrote this book some time ago. But again, you have to realize that if I bring something to you that you were not aware of, understand that it's a new book. It's a new idea for you. And so I just want to read here from the section entitled The Power of Positive Thinking. And he says here, and I quote, "There is a creative power in everyone. Even when we make mistakes, we can also recreate and bounce back. Oftentimes when people make mistakes, they get down on themselves and think, if only I had done this differently. At this point, people may feel downcast, depressed, hopeless, and useless. Don't let anything stop you from creating a new energy to progress. No matter how many times you have blown it or how much you have messed up, you can always bounce back. Just believe. And this is from the book, The Power to Excel, Reaching for Your Best. And the thing is, this is something that we do every day. You know, every day we try to do better than we did before. And the next segment of the program is titled Music is Lit. And this particular point of the program is I actually read usually lyrics from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and sometimes even from the 60s. And I read these lyrics as poetry. And Ron, as you know, man, we came up in a very creative era. We came up during the 60s and especially the 70s, where we had some great music and we had some great performers. And one of the greatest performers of that era is a group called the Spinners. And sometimes they would call the Detroit Spinners because they were from Detroit. But I want to read a few of their songs as poetry, because for many people, this may be the closest they get to poetry, Ron. I mean, they don't really buy books of poetry, but the songs, as we take away the music, these songs become poetry. And so the first song that I like to read, I like to recite is How Could I Let You Get Away? And this is from 1972. And it begins here, like, how do you do? Your tin soldiers and your clowns too. They're all laughing at you. I'm laughing at you too. Like basketball, five fouls, from 5 fouls, and that was all. The games you really knew, yeah, why couldn't I beat you? In the middle of the room, got no time to count my sheep today. How could I let you get away when I knew I need somebody soon? How could I let you get away when I knew I need somebody soon? Like Mother Goose, wound you up and turned you loose. Block 10 was beating 2, and I can't tell green from blue. No, no, no. Like cat and mouse, games of chase instead of house. I get so mad at you, like parents often do. In the middle of the room, got no time to count my sheep today, baby. How could I let you get away when I knew I'd need somebody soon? How could I let you get away when I knew I'd need somebody soon? Oh, baby, how could I let you get away when I knew I'd need somebody soon? Hey, baby, I didn't count my sheep. I let my woman weep. Baby, I know down inside I needed someone like Mother Goose. I don't let you lose. How could I let you get away, baby? I need you, baby. Yes, ooh-wee, I need somebody soon. Help me now. Keep me on my feet. How could I let you get away when I knew I'd need somebody soon? And again, this was actually written by Yvette Davis and produced by Tom Bell. And Ron, during this time, his brother named Felipe Wayne was the lead singer. And I've seen them in concert sometime. And I tell you, man, he just stole the show, because he would ad-lib toward the end of a lot of these songs and extend the song as like 3 minutes on the radio, and he make it 10 minutes with his ad-libs, but it was just right on time. And the next song is one of my favorite songs from the Spinners, but I've also I've seen this song performed by men as well as women, because again, it's a very heartfelt situation, because you talk about how could I let you get away, realizing that when you marry, you think it's going to be forever, but you find that sometimes it ends in divorce or it's some kind of separation. But again, it's about love and the whole love experience. This poem song sort of pinpoints that, and it's from 1974, and it's entitled "Love Don't Love Nobody." Sometimes a girl will come and go. You reach for love, but life won't let you know that in the end, you'll still be loving her. But now she's gone, you're all alone. I never learned to give myself. I've been a fool, but right now I need someone else. Well, well, well. Just like Boy Blue, I blow my horn for you. If you just lead me home, baby, I should have known. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love no one. That love don't love no one. It takes a fool. Sometimes you gotta suffer to learn that love don't love no one. Make your bed warm, gotta sleep. Yeah, yeah. It takes a fool to learn. Oh, yes, it does. That love don't love nobody. No one. No one. No one. Sign of pain is on my face. Well, my heartbeat stops, but I won't take the blame. No, no, no. I gave her all the love I had within. My love was strong. Something went wrong. It takes a fool, yes, sir, to learn that love don't love nobody. Love, 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 love. It takes a fool, yes, it does, to learn that love don't love nobody. That love don't love no one. It takes a fool. Stop to think about it. That love don't love nobody. Tell the world about it. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. When you're down and out, shout about it. Tell the world. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Got to be more careful about myself. That love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn. Well, baby, took me a long time to learn well. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. I was a fool. You were a fool. That love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. And we have some people who are listening in and giving us comments. Richard Medley is watching and saying good afternoon to us. Thank you, Richard. And he said, back in the day, good music. Yes, brother, it was. It was. And again, after we sing, How Could I Let You Get Away? After we sing, Love Don't Love Nobody, but we're still optimistic. And that's why we go to our last song in this medley, in this trio of songs by the Spinners. And I want to end with this song, one of my favorite songs. Again, even at the end of the song, Ron, Felipe Wynn gives a little monologue that I'm going to try to do justice to. But again, as I go through these songs, I really encourage you to listen to the original recordings. But this is Mighty Love, and this is the Spinners, and this is from 1974. And it goes like this. Once there was a boy and girl. Boy said, I love you so. Girl said, I'll never leave you. They grew older and left each other because that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. Now there's a time, seems like you'll never find someone willing to love you. Keep on loving, you'll soon discover a mighty love will sometimes make you weep and moan. A mighty love, you'll sit all day by the telephone because you're all alone. You need a mighty love. Hey, someday that you're sure to find true love and peace of mind. At the end of a rainbow, there's no sign in the sky to follow because that's the way love goes. Baby, that's the way love goes. And so there's a rhyme that says life will soon be fine. Love is just what you make it. Keep on loving, you'll soon discover a mighty love will sometimes make a weak man strong. A mighty love will sometimes make a rich man weep and knock him off his feet to have a mighty love. Mighty, 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 mighty love, Jones, coming down on me. Baby, I tell the world it's a mighty, mighty love. Hey, I can feel the world getting brighter, brighter with your loving. You see, baby, with a mighty love, you can sometimes turn the world around. Yes, you can. With a mighty love, you can turn the world around sometimes. Yes, you can. Hey, baby, makes music happy. Happy sound makes you move, makes you groove. You got the feeling. Head is reeling. Come on. I'm going to get you a loving. And this is a mighty love. And again, as we go through these songs, I want you to understand that these songs that they tell a story, they make a point. Because again, when you talk about how can I let you get away, you think about the love that got away, the love that became something else, you know. You talk about love, don't love nobody. Sometimes, you know, you got to go through it, and sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. But again, in the final analysis, Ron, I believe that we still look for that mighty love. We still want that mighty love, because I don't know about you, man, but I'm a hopeless romantic, and I like to see people be in love. I like to see people happy, and I'll never become a cynical to say, but you know what, it's never going to happen for me, because I'm hopeful. But with that said, we go into another segment of our program, which I really like, and we call it Food for Thought. Because in this program, we can sort of deep into a subject. And the subject today is really important to me and important to my brothers, because it's something that we talk about quite a bit, because we talk about meditation, and we talk about it as being a way to really have a closer connection to God. We talk about, you know, we talk about here next level living. We talk about meditation. And again, there are many forms of meditation, not just meditation as prayer, but is what they call a mindful meditation, is what they call transcendental meditation, is what they call cultivating practices like loving kindness and compassion. Guided imagery is a form of meditation. You know, again, in Christianity and Judaism and Islam, they all have the meditation practice, movement meditation. And this is a yoga or Tai Chi. I sometimes think it's a walking meditation, you know. Meditation, gratitude meditation, being thankful for what you've got. We talked about that before. And forest, they call it forest bathing or forest meditation, the walk in the woods, the 20 minutes in nature. And then we have the body scan meditation, a body awareness. You think about your head, and you think about your heart, you're talking about your legs and your feet. You scan the whole body and give that attention. But we want to look at meditation and prayer. And I just want to share this with you, and we'll have our conversation. And so when we talk about prayer as meditation, we're talking about communion with God or a higher power, whether you call it God or Allah or Buddha or whoever, but it is a higher level of consciousness. And again, basically, it's really to focus your attention away from the moment to center on one's heart and one's mind. The philosopher Ram Dass says here, to be here right now, to be here in the moment, to cherish this moment is a form of meditation. I think, Ron, that reading is a form of meditation, because you're focusing on what you're reading, you're focusing on those thoughts, those ideas, those feelings. I think that music, you know, sometimes I like to just lay down and listen to music. It's like a sound bath. You know, I let that music, whatever it be, jazz or R&B, whatever, sort of wash over me. And so again, when we talk about meditation, in the final analysis, we're talking about focusing. We said focusing on something, and hopefully is something positive. Like to worry is not meditation, okay? Because when you meditate, you sort of clear your mind of, as my brother said, all the distractions, which will take you away from a happy state. And so what say you, Ron, about this whole question of prayer as meditation?
Well, I'd like to start here with this one. Mm-hmm. And this is coming from Psalms 103. Mm-hmm. 103, 1 and 2, verse 1 and 2. And as you indicated, those who may be feeling down and they just don't care. Mm-hmm. They don't feel like they're healing. Mm-hmm. But guess what? You're still here breathing.
That's right.
And you're here breathing, complaining. Mm-hmm. Rather than, and listen to this, mm-hmm. Bless the Lord, O my soul, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What has he done for you that you say he didn't do enough? but it's not the point of being enough or having enough. What has he done for you? Well, let me help you out. First thing, you're listening, you're watching. He woke you up.
That's right.
You didn't just wake up. He woke you up. He allowed you to wake up.
That's right.
But did you get thanks? But you got up, you done what you needed to do, good, bad, or indifferent. But did you yield to him to say, Lord, I forgot, forgive me? Did you apologize? No. A lot of y'all still complain. You get up on the wrong side, as they always say, the bed and whatnot. You're hollering and screaming, whatever the case may be. But you fail to yield to him to give thanks, to say, you know what? Throw your hands up. I apologize. That's part of prayer and meditation. Take time, take a deep breath, and say, look, let me go to my prayer room. If it's 5 seconds, if it's one corner, I don't care if you just close your eyes, bow your head or something, but give thanks, because it's because of him, the higher power, whatever name you call him, the higher power is what's important. The other thing, too, you also read in reference to the song from the Spinners, Love. You know, the old saying, love don't love nobody. Who sang that one?
That's the Spinners. Love don't love nobody.
Love don't love nobody. Well, love don't love nobody because you don't take time to understand what love is. You have not taken time to meditate and pray for clear understanding. What is love? How do you define love? Which means it's not about you finding love in somebody else. It starts with you. And, you know, the other saying I always say to my brother here, you know, is the opposite of that. Misery loves company. Well, if love don't love nobody, and it went on, you sit there mad and crying and complaining, misery sit there and bring you down from that point of understanding something positive, and then misery gone. Misery don't like you either. Misery is not sitting here keeping you company. Misery is happy doing its job. So if you're feeling the blues, there's a difference between feeling the blues and melancholy. So this is why we talk about embracing one another. Share something positive. Listen to something good. Even the music is lit. Listen to a little jazz, a little something to bring you up.
Yes.
Because there's no reason why, even though most of us, a lot of us in nature in itself pulls up into this moment of melancholy. And honestly, Jesus went to the Garden of Gethsemane because he was feeling melancholy too. Because he got tired of listening to all that mess that y'all be putting out there and everything else. He said, Dad, let this cup pass from me.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. But see, he didn't rebuttal back. He said, not my will, but thy will. How many of y'all say, Lord, not my will, but your will? Let me follow you, because I'm asking you to guide me, to help me to understand what it is that I'm not understanding. Why do I feel this way?
That's right.
Do a self-examination.
That is so true. And I just want to sneak in this. This is a quotation, again, about meditation. This is Catherine Dunham, probably one of the greatest dancers and choreographers that was ever born. And she says about meditation, go within every day and find the inner strength so that the world will not blow your candle out. And I think what she's saying, that we all have a light within us, and sometimes because of the negativity of the world, it blows out our candle. And when it blows out our candle, it puts us in darkness. And I do believe that, you know, we need our light to shine if we're going to go to the next level. You can't go to the next level in darkness. There has to be some light. And I think that we have that light within us, and we just got to make sure that we preserve that life and that we don't let it get blown out, as it suggests in this particular quotation.
Here's another one. This comes from Ecclesiastes, 7th chapter. This is important for everybody. And it says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birthday. A good name. Because a good name, everybody remember a good name. But you know what runs like wildflower? Gossip and a bad name. Well, I heard about you. I heard this. They even create stuff they never even heard. I don't even know who you are, but yet still you said, I heard about you. But guess what? Yeah. For me personally, there's nothing better than somebody says, I remember what you said, what you done for me. I remember you. I remember things you said. A good name is more precious than even silver and gold.
That's right.
You can also read Proverbs 3. No matter how you look at it, read it, the whole chapter. In all that ways, trust in the Lord and get an understanding if you don't know.
That's right.
But a good name, Don't ever think you have a good name because you think it's all about you. No, good name is the way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, your attitude, your smile, your cordialness, all the characteristics about who you are, not who you think you are.
Right.
But let the world see that in you, and they will say, from a brother, hey sis, I like the way you carry yourself.
That's right, yeah.
Thank you, brother. Hey, brother, I like that tie. I like that jacket. Thank you. A good name.
That's right.
I remember you.
Oh,
No matter how you look at it.
Yeah. That's beautiful because, again, when people hear your name, what do they think of you? I want to share this quotation. This is from Eckhart Tolle, considered a new thought thinker, a new age thinker, but he makes a point that I just want to put out to you, some food for thought here. He says here, one conscious breath in and out is a meditation. Just our breathing, taking a breath in, letting it out, that is a gift from God. Okay? Understand that. That breath in, that exhale, that is a gift from God. It's because of Him that we can do that. And that's why, again, we have to be grateful for every single day. And sometimes just find a quiet place to sort of clear your mind, clear your head, and focus on the blessings that you receive, the blessings that your family has received. Because again, we live in some very turbulent times, but even within that, there is some peace, there is some hope, some calmness, but you have to make it a conscious effort to bring that into your life.
I'd like to read this one from the Song of Solomon to the brothers and sisters. I know the sisters like this one. But this is for the brothers and sisters.
Yes.
And we talked about love, okay? But listen to this. The Song of Songs from the Song of Solomon, chapter 1. I just want to read a couple of verses. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the savor of thy good ornament, thy name is the ornament pour forth. Therefore do the virgin love thee. Love me, we will run after thee. The king has brought me into his chamber. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun has looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept. I want to stop there for a second, just elaborate just a little bit. Here this sister says others was jealous because she was comely, which means she was attractive. And I remember saying to some sister, whatnot, you're a gorgeous sister, And she said, a lot of brothers say, because I'm black, I'm gorgeous. No. So you miss the whole point.
That's not the point.
Beauty is where you take heed to. Naturally. The comments is natural. To showcase the beauty of who you are. Now they have in magazines, several magazines, Dark Sisters, Pitch Black Dark.
Yes, right, yeah.
Who's now, it's glamorous around the world. But at one time, they despised you.
That's right.
And now too many was trying to be like all the light skin and everything else. Not taking away from the light skin who are naturally born that way. So I appreciate you. But the point is, recognize who you are. And that's what's important. You see, so the sisters got all jealous. Well, she thinks it's all about her. No, it's not about me. I was born this way. But I have nothing to do with the beauty that was given to me. Every single person, brother, sister, no matter how you look at it, we all have our own glorious image.
Yes.
But we have to embrace ourselves. And see, what's important is not the outward, it's the attitude, it's the internal self. who are you inside? Do you have an attitude? Because you could be the ugliest on the outside, but your spirit on the inside will showcase the world, and everybody want to be drawn to you. What is it about him or her? Because they got a sweet, wonderful, melancholy attitude, no matter how you do it. Sweet and savory. I just want to kiss and hug him. I don't care how ugly he is. You know, but he's just something about him. His masculinity stands so tall.
Yeah.
You see, her pleasantness brings me to my knees. That's what's important.
That's right. And they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I want to suggest that much of that beauty becomes from within. I want to share another quotation on meditation, and this is from Deepak Chopra, who is a spiritual teacher. And it says here, and this is from Deepak, he says, meditation is a vital way to purify and quiet the mind, thus rejuvenating the body. So again, it comes back to mind, body, and spirit. You can have your mind together, you can have your body together, but what is your spirit? Is it, like my brother said, is it a pleasant spirit? Is it a spirit that draws people to you because of your inner beauty? And so again, when we talk about meditation, is really from the inside out. And again, and that's why I know when I was as a child, when I was going to church, every Sunday I had a very special feeling of God and of a spirituality. And I said, man, I wish I could have that spirit Monday through Saturday, not just have to wait to Sunday. But Ron, I discovered through meditation that I could have that spirit every single day. Okay, I didn't have to go to church to have that spirit. I could have that spirit within me if I took time to focus on my personal spirituality.
You know, I'd like to read a couple other verses out of the Song of Solomon. And this is chapter 1, starting at the 8th verse. If thou know not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tent. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses in Pharaoh's chariot. Thy cheeks are comely, with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. That in itself says, first of all, hear the beauty and the glamorous and the softness and the mannerism of her tone, her movement and whatnot, out there feeding kids. Now, we ain't talking about the human kids. We talking about the little goats and whatnot. You see? But she's out in the field. She had no problem. And when you look back and think about it, they was barefooted for the most part, or they had sandals, but nevertheless, they was not ashamed of getting out there feeding the kids because it related to a family. Besides the shepherd's tent, the shepherd, the man, the brother who was leading, he was doing what he would need to do, what he was supposed to do, while she was doing her thing. See, when we talk about relationship, we talk about love and falling in love and finding love. But the bottom line is you cannot do that if you think it's all about you. And you too good to get dirty. You too good to get on your knee. You too good to whatever. That's why, honestly, look at a farm girl. Look at the ones who born up in the South, who gaze those fields and whatnot. Don't mind clean those pigs and whatnot. That's a woman. But she know how to carry herself. I ain't talking about the one that lay out there and sleep with them. But the bottom line is she knows how to take care of the garden, the landscape. And just like Luther Vandross, a house without a home. See, the foundation, brothers, you're supposed to be the foundation, something solid that your woman stands on. Your kids look up to you. Woman, you take care of that household. Right. Okay, you keep that brother calm and warm and gentle. That's where the two come together. A house without a home, there is none. It will fall apart. If you have a bad foundation, and the house can't stand. If you have a bad house, it's going to crumble, no matter how you look at it. But the two that go together, the relationship, when it's solid, when it's communication among yourself, even when it's solid, no matter how you look at it, I'm here to take care of you. I'm here to comfort you, and vice versa. You don't even have to open your mouth. You can just whisper, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" That's all.
That's right. They say a house is not a home when there is no love within the house. Also, it's so funny, Ron, because you look at social media and you see people doing different things, and it's so funny. It makes me laugh when people are doing something for themselves or their family, and you looking from the outside in, you got a nerve to have an opinion about that. Case in point, there was this actress, actress and author named Tabitha Brown, and she has been married for 27 years. Well, she's been with her husband for 27 years. They've been married for 25. And Ron, there was such a big controversy about the fact that she retired her husband. She told her husband, like, I'm making all this money and whatnot. You don't have to work anymore. But there was so many people telling her that she was wrong. And I'm thinking, that's her business. That's the business between her and her husband. But yet people have their idea about it. But again, I think that we need to mind our own business to the extent that we have to take care of ourselves. So I want to read this quotation about meditation because, again, basically meditation is basically a mental awareness. Because we talk about mind, body, and books, and what we do with that is that it's the mind. There's the books, and there's the body, but it all comes together because it's mental and body, mental, physical, and spiritual. But here I want to share. This is from one of my greatest teachers, one of my greatest mentors, Dr. Wayne Dyer, and Dr. Dyer said when he was alive, he says here, a great hallmark of mental awareness is the ability to be in the present moment, fully with no thoughts of being elsewhere. And so what he's saying is be here right now. When we come to you with this program, we are in the moment. And many times when we do the program, I can't really enjoy the program until I get a chance to get home and watch it because right now I'm in it. I'm in it with you, and I hope that what we have to bring to you is something that you can use not just for today, but for tomorrow and for the rest of your life, because meditation is such a beautiful thing where you can just sit somewhere in silence and commune with the silence and commune with the higher power, because today's agenda is next level living, the power of self-determination.
I would like to read this. This is important too for both sides. This comes out of 1 Corinthians 11th chapter, and I'm going to read from 1 through. I don't want to read the whole. Well, let me try to get through it. And it says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ." Now this is Paul speaking. "Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinance as I delivered them to you. Mm-hmm. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Mm-hmm. Every man praying or prophesying have his head covered, dishonor his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesies with her head uncovered, dishonor her head. Mm-hmm. For that is even all one as if she were in heaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered." And so let me stop there for a second. So women today, as we know, it's all, well, I can do what I want to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not so much about, it's about the respect and the honor that you give into your man or to the church or the environment that you are in. Okay, that's what's important. Understand the principles of the foundation, the principles of life is what's important. See, it's too much distraction and you off course. Not sisters and brothers, both. Understand who you are. And let me just read a couple more. "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for woman, but the woman for the man. For this causes ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without a woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, Even so, if the man also by the woman, but all things of God. Judge in yourselves is commonly that a woman pray unto God uncovered. Though if not even nature itself teaches you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him. But if a woman have long hair, it is her glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. Now, I didn't write it like the pastor would say. I didn't create it, but it's written. You can read it for yourself, make your own determination. Whatever you do, that's between you and your maker. The bottom line is, and let me say this, and don't call cussing me out and everything else, but you take a look in the mirror and find out, is this you, or you trying to image or portray to be something in somebody else's eye? Who are you profiling for? And there's a difference. If you profiling because your own internal glamour is one thing, but if you fixing yourself to look like the showcase for somebody else to get compliments, guess what? It's obvious most of it's not working. There's more gossip about you than you realize than it is about the compliments to say, hey, because as you see me, I'm bald, but I have no problem. I have no problem because that's me. I'm not going to try to betray and be something that I'm not because it's not about that. Yeah. So again, think about what I said. Men, it's not of the woman. Woman, you came from the man. That's right. But the bottom line, you work together.
That's true, and that's why we encourage dialogue between males and females. And I want to read just one more quotation on meditation, and then my brother is going to take us out of here. But I want to go to again Ram Dass, who was a great philosopher and also really a teacher of Dr. Wayne Dyer. And I just wanted to share the fact that, we can have serenity, but that serenity has to be something that we cultivate within ourselves. And it says here, and I quote, meditation and concentration are the way to a life of serenity. And so again, we pray that you have peace, that you have a life of serenity, but it takes place through meditation. And so, Ron, we only have, I got 5:52, so we got a little time for you to sort of wrap things up and take us out of here.
And let me read these two, or I'll start with one. Let me read this one in short. Meditate on the benefits of things desired. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, but meditate day and night. Stay focused. Be not part way by the distraction that will pull you away from the desires of your heart. Look at Joshua 1:8. A blistering sun. Under the scorching sun, calm breeze gently drifts across the desert sands as the mountain cools its way down the slope, where valleys yield to the campfire. Here, the taste of sweet memories savor the moment, recalling today's and yesterday's dream as they come true tomorrow. Today, we say thank you. Life is the hub of our souls, with words to read each moment and tell a story where nature sings and the sweet sounds calling a while across the valleys. The echoes of their voice penetrates, whisper memories as time lingers along the sky blues, where clouds smile upon the sweat and complete tears roll down in the morning dew. The blistering sun stands still as the night calmness simmers and the sound of nothing fills the air. The glorious moment of nothing fades away, wrapped in the soothing comfort of a warm cup of brew. A flavor that tastes like poetry and words that spells out the craft of weaving sounds into musical lyrics from the eyes of an artist as a finger strokes its way across the fabric, leaving only the sounds of silence. And shades of springtime speak softly to the fall colors, leading into a winter night's sleep. Blistering hot sun, a poetic metaphor where the artist channels their thoughts through a stroke with a fine brush that cannot be brought, but history has already purchased the necessary tools, paid in full. Listening to the sun's blistering chimes ring out across the heat wave, while the conversation restores with a smirk of a smile. The blistering heat covers the souls with a coolness beyond the boldness to speak a new language unheard, but unfolds the interpretation as the image reveals the mystery behind every color, form, the hidden secret. A blistering sun damages the soul of each step, leaving footprints with ingrained letters circling a carousel ride with a twisted rhyme and a rhythm to no rhyme. To tender touch and sweet aroma fragrance calmed a lovely soul waiting to be embraced with a gentle touch of a soothing kiss.
Wow.
War of emotion. A battlefield with hidden angers, a desire to be saved from the what and for what. Battlefields of war are unpredictable, energy bursting out of control with no direction regarding the outcome. War within the mind, body, and soul of language, hosted confusion with no substance to clarify any meaning or purpose, just ignite energy and no understanding to justify its reason or rational behavior for their thinking. Wars and wars, what are they good for? Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
As a song by The Temptation states, battlefields of war come from the inside, like a ball of heat rising to high levels, and no one wants to take blame or complain about anything that causes this burning, heated flame that spiral out of control. Arguments serve no real purpose, even though people may pursue their own satisfaction without complying. However, some understanding is necessary to calm the fiery emotional inside. A fractured attitude creates a broken spirit, leaving one to struggle for survival, which can be very harmful to future freedom. Wars are an emotion that one cannot fully describe, raging in four winds, going nowhere, but fading within the atmosphere for reasons not fully understood. After each burst of negative energy and when the dust has settled, where is the middle ground for relief and satisfaction without accountability? How can one stay calm to resolve a problem before any harm happens? The adverse effect of war occurs even before the conflict is resolved. Does anyone understand why people fight over issues related to exploring reasons to justify a burden? How can someone grasp the meaning behind an error that marks a new phase which extends back to the beginning of time? The definition sinks deep without the harmness to catch any guiding particles, preventing total loss or gaining recognition for success towards freedom. There are many ups and downs. Each one must share compliments without knowing what caused them, and time is wasted on some outcome. Yet we agree in the end without altering the outcome to serve life and have it abundantly. For all humanity, what is life? What is self-worth? That book, the book of Ecclesiastes 3, vanity, vanity, all is vanity, futility, the meaning of nothing. So with that, my brothers and sisters, it's always a pleasure to chime in and to have you come, no matter how you look at it. We are truly thankful for you, your comments, your views, and everything else, and continue to support us as we continue to bring forth information, collaboration, and poetry, music of lit, and every other book that might benefit you and help you in moving forward. Our position here is about freedom. So thank you.
Thank you. It's been Art of Conversation, Poetically Speaking. Yours truly, Cherry Benjamin and Ronald C. McCray. We will see you Thursday. Good night.